In Japanese culture, the concept of mada, beauty of empty space, reminds us that life doesn't need to be filled with constant noise, clutter, or endless possessions. Imagine walking into a room with only a few meaningful objects: a tatami mat, a low wooden table, and a single flower in a vase. That emptiness isn't loneliness, it's freedom. It's the space where your mind can finally breathe. In a world that demands us to always be busy, Japanese minimalism teaches us that silence, stillness, and space can be more powerful than constant motion. When you learn to embrace emptiness, you discover that it's not about what you lack, it's about what you truly value. Mental strength grows not in chaos, but in clarity. By letting go of excess, you allow yourself to focus only on what matters: your purpose, your loved ones, and your peace of mind. When life feels heavy, maybe it's not because you're weak. Maybe it's because you're carrying too much. Japanese minimalism whispers gently, "Put some of it down. You deserve to rest." Japanese minimalism embraces the idea of Wabi-Sabi, the beauty of imperfection. In our daily lives, we often struggle to appear perfect career, perfect body, perfect family. But this endless chase drains us, leaving us exhausted and anxious. Wabi-Sabi teaches us that cracks, scars, and flaws are not weaknesses. They are proof of survival, of endurance, of growth. Just like a piece of pottery repaired with golden lines in the art of kintsugi, your brokenness can become your strength. Think about the pressure you've been carrying to be flawless. Now, imagine letting go of that weight. Instead of hiding your scars, you begin to see them as part of your story. Every failure is a lesson, every heartbreak a teacher, every mistake a reminder that you are human. Japanese minimalism doesn't ask you to be perfect, it asks you to be real. And in that authenticity, you will find the mental resilience you've been searching for. Strength doesn't come from never falling, it comes from rising again and again, each time with a heart wiser and more beautiful than before. Our homes often mirror our minds. When your closet is overflowing, when your desk is buried under piles of paper, when your phone is filled with endless notifications, you feel it. Your thoughts get messy too. Japanese minimalism teaches us that by decluttering our surroundings, we declutter our inner world. Imagine opening a drawer and finding only what you need. Imagine waking up in a room where every item has meaning and purpose. That simplicity creates mental clarity, and mental clarity builds resilience. Letting go isn't just about things, it's about emotional baggage too. Minimalism invites us to release grudges, comparisons, and unrealistic expectations. It asks us, do you really need to carry this anymore? The less you hold on to what weighs you down, the freer your mind becomes. And when your mind is free, you can focus your energy on what really matters: your dreams, your health, your relationships. Minimalism is not about having less. It's about making room for more joy, more love, more peace. And that, my friend, is how you become mentally unshakable. In Japan, life is filled with rituals. The way tea is poured, the way shoes are placed neatly by the door, the way a meal is presented with care. These small, mindful acts remind us that strength doesn't come from speed, it comes from presence. Too often we rush through life, ticking off tasks, chasing deadlines, barely noticing the beauty around us. Japanese minimalism slows us down. It tells us, don't just live, experience every moment. Imagine making tea in the morning, not as a quick task, but as a sacred ritual. You notice the warmth of the cup, the steam rising slowly, the quiet moment before the day begins. These moments of mindfulness anchor you, especially when life feels overwhelming. They give you stability in chaos. Mental strength is not just about enduring storms, it's about finding stillness within them. By living with intention, by turning routines into rituals, you remind yourself that every small moment matters. And when you honor the small, you become strong enough to handle the big. Japanese minimalism often draws inspiration from nature, wooden textures, natural light, flowing water, open gardens. Why? Because nature heals. When you step into a Japanese garden, the air feels lighter. Sound of water calms your mind. The sight of green softens your heart. You begin to remember that you are part of something larger, something timeless. In those moments, your worries shrink and your inner strength awakens. Mental strength grows when we reconnect with the natural world. You don't need a mountain retreat to find this peace. Sometimes it's as simple as opening your window to sunlight, walking barefoot on the grass, or placing a small plant on your desk. These simple touches bring balance to your environment and calm to your mind. Japanese minimalism reminds us that strength doesn't always come from pushing harder. Sometimes it comes from pausing, breathing, and allowing nature to restore you. The earth has its rhythms, so can you. At its core, Japanese minimalism is about courage. The courage to let go of what you don't need. The courage to embrace imperfection. The courage to slow down in a world that demands speed. The courage to live lightly, so your heart and mind can stay strong. Too often we equate strength with carrying heavy burdens, but true strength is knowing when to put them down. Your life doesn't need to be filled with more things to be meaningful. What you need is space. Space to grow, to breathe, to love, to simply be. Minimalism isn't just about design or lifestyle. It's about building mental resilience by living with clarity, authenticity, and peace. When you walk this path, you'll find that you're not just surviving life, you're truly living it. Remember, strength isn't always loud. Sometimes strength is the quiet confidence of knowing you already have enough.